This is 2025, and as expected, the automotive industry has become more unpredictable than ever before. The EV world is changing fast, and not every automaker is winning. Mercedes-Benz's EQE was once hyped as the future, but now it's struggling to survive. Meanwhile, Fiat is shaking things up with shockingly affordable EVs. Porsche is reinventing charging with groundbreaking wireless tech. And Renault is betting on a bold hybrid strategy instead of going fully electric. So, who's getting it right and who's fallen behind? Let's find out. In the past few weeks, there have been reports that Mercedes-Benz would stop production of one of its finest vehicles. While this is going on, another well-known car brand has vowed to drop the prices of its EVs. First, let's start with the Mercedes-Benz story. Mercedes-Benz and the EQE's struggles. The auto world was shaken when news broke that Mercedes-Benz may be pulling the plug on its innovations, the EQE. If you recall, during the rollout, this car was supposed to be the star of the Mercedes electric lineup. Fast forward to today, this car has become a case study of how hype can overshadow the success of the car. For auto enthusiasts, the question that pops up is, where did Mercedes-Benz get it wrong with the EQEs? Well, let's investigate. Mercedes-Benz was at fault in 3 areas during the rollout of this vehicle. First, it was the pricing. When this EQE was initially released, it had a price range of around $70,000 to $80,000. Now, this price range is not so bad in itself because it puts it among the same rank as Tesla's Model S and even other Porsche EVs. However, the difference between the Mercedes-Benz EQEs and Tesla was that Tesla offered more range and faster charging at this price, while Mercedes-Benz was asking customers to pay a luxury premium to get access to features on the car. As expected, sales began to decline when the news spread. Another area where Mercedes-Benz got it wrong was its inability to stand out among its competition. In the EV space, competition is always tightly contested. For example, in 2023, Tesla sold over 1.2 million Model Ys globally, which made it one of the best-selling cars in the world. If you place this with the Mercedes-Benz EQEs, the EQE sales were tiny and insignificant. It was as if there were no deliberate marketing approach to this car to achieve sales. The last area where experts believe that Mercedes-Benz got it wrong was in the area of customer satisfaction. As you are already aware, Mercedes-Benz is known for its luxury and powerful engines. But when the customers tried the EQEs, it was totally different from what they expected. As a result, these customers began to give low ratings and reviews to describe the car. No doubt, these reviews affected the perception that people had of the car, which in turn affected sales. Speaking of sales, it seems Fiat is trying to avoid the mistake Mercedes-Benz made. Yes, recent reports have suggested that Fiat is looking to make its cars as affordable as ever. Fiat has launched its Grande Panda car model. This launch has come with several surprises, and one of these surprises has been the unexpected price decrease. Yes, Fiat has reduced the price tags of its Fiat Grande Panda vehicle. In some dealerships, the hybrid version starts at around £19,000, while the fully electric version comes in at roughly £21,000. If you were to place it side by side with other EVs, that's nearly half of the cost of many other new EVs on the market today. So, with this move, Fiat is aiming to make EVs affordable and accessible to people of all kinds. That's not all. What really sets this car apart is its safety technology embedded in it. Despite being a budget-friendly car, Fiat has included low-speed collision mitigation braking. This feature helps prevent accidents by automatically applying the brakes if the driver doesn't react in time. So, this makes the Grande Panda one of the safest options in its price category. On top of that, Fiat has thought about the everyday practicality of the Grande Panda vehicle. The seating arrangements and design allow it to be suitable for family and other purposes. For instance, the rear seat can slide forward or backward, which allows you to have more flexibility. In addition to that, the front passenger seat can even fold flat for you to easily carry long items. With all of these features, the Fiat Grande Panda has closed all the gaps that have existed for EVs. Yes, that is the price tag and the practicality. With all of this in check, the Fiat Grande Panda is expected to have a successful run in the market. Speaking of practicality, Porsche has just developed a car that has made charging easier, and that is the Porsche Cayenne Electric. Let's have a deeper look. Porsche is set to launch its Cayenne electric cars in 2026. The car is set to come with a new feature that has never been seen before, and that is the inductive charging. Of course, you're wondering how this charging really works. Let's discuss it step by step. This innovation works in a way such that instead of plugging in a cable, you simply park your Cayenne electric car over a special floor pad installed in your garage. Now, once the car is in position, the vehicle automatically lowers itself slightly so the receiver lines up with the pad. Then, electricity begins to flow wirelessly into the car at a rate of 11 kilowatts. This is no fluke. Reports have said that this charging is very powerful enough to add about 30 to 40 miles of range per hour of charging. From your screen, you can already feel the convenience that comes with this form of charging. Imagine coming home after a long day, and instead of looking for cables here and there, you just park and walk away. Then, your car system takes care of the charging. But one might wonder, how efficient is this process? Porsche says the system is up to 90% efficient, and it almost achieves the same results as plugging in with a traditional cable. They are concerned about bringing solutions to EV problems, which come from cables and charging stations. For many years, EV companies have set the target of going all electric in the near future. For instance, we've seen Opel, Toyota, and Volkswagen making announcements pointing to that. However, on the contrary, Renault has not seen the future that way. Instead, according to the CEO, Renault would continue to build EVs and internal combustion engines, ICEs, for the next 10 years. When this news broke out, many people thought it was a joke. However, Renault was really serious with their mandate. To make this strategy possible, Renault teamed up with the Chinese giant Geely in a joint venture called Horse Powertrain. This partnership focused on developing new hybrid and ICE vehicles that are more fuel efficient and even cleaner than older engines. For example, the hybrids that were developed were said to save up to 30% in fuel consumption compared to traditional cars. How this approach could benefit Renault? Well, this approach could benefit Renault in several ways. However, one of the notable ways that they could benefit is that they could sell more cars in regions where they don't have a well-developed EV infrastructure. For instance, in some countries like Norway, 80% of new cars sold are EVs, while in others like India, this number is less than 2%. So, Renault's mixed strategy allows it to serve both markets without losing customers. Considering all of these shifts in the automotive industry, which brands do you think would be able to survive the next few years? Whose strategy do you think is the best? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash the notification bell to receive our updates.